Hey y'all, it's Tear here. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you for clicking on my video. I'm in a good mood. But okay. So today, okay, what is this? But this will probably be my second one. Let me say something real quick. I know y'all gonna be like, you just had this outfit on. Don't you worry about it, okay? I was in a video mood and I was ready to snap them on out, okay? So get used to me, okay? I'm liking my little, I got some little twist under here, so, you know, whatever. Okay, let me get into the video. So, I got my little notes here because I didn't want to miss nothing. And I tend to do that, so I got my notes here. But we are going to talk about why father figures are important. And this just makes me smile. You guys know how I feel about family, but now specifically talking about father figures. And I'm talking about actual fathers or someone in your life that's a father figure. So you may have an uncle that, you know, stepped in and acted as a dad, or a big brother, you know. So I'm just going to talk about my different experiences and, you know, what I've dealt with. So I not only have one dad, but you know, I have two dads in a sense. I have my biological father and I have my stepdad. And my mom and dad never got married. You know, they were together, but you know, they kind of broke up once when I was little, so they were never married. So my parents didn't get divorced or anything like that. And my stepdad has been in my life since I was 5. So I have, like I said, my biological father, and then I have a stepfather, and both of them have played tremendous roles in my life. Do you hear me? Tremendous. And that's why I just wanted to do a video about this, because I feel like father figures are important. They just help, you know, kind of shape your life. And I'm not saying I'm not excluding mothers. Don't get me wrong. Mothers are greatly, I love my mother to death. I love, you know, anyone who can take in or give like that motherly love. You know, it's women out there who aren't biological mothers, but they just have that motherly love. But we're talking about dads today. So my first thing I wanted to hit on was, like I said, I did not live with my dad. So that's okay. So this is how this gonna go. I'm gonna give you my experiences and examples with how things went. So I never got a chance to live with my dad. I never lived with my father. So, and also because I didn't live with him, and because my mom and him didn't have the best relationship, my dad only got to see me every 2 weeks, you know. What's the word I'm looking for? Visitation, custody, partial custody. What is that? What, y'all? Oh my God, why can't I think today? You know, when your parents they have parental rights and stuff to visit or whatever. So my dad would give me 2 weeks out the month. So I saw my dad 2 weeks out the month. Think about that, y'all. Twice a month, and I would be with him for a weekend. Do y'all realize how much time I missed out on spending with my dad? That's a lot. So then think about it like this. I saw my dad 2 weeks out the month, twice a month, every other week. And I saw my stepdad every single day. Yet, both of these men have played tremendous roles in my life. So, my stepdad has been in my life since I was 5. And it's almost like, I'm not going to say night and day with my dad and my stepdad, but it's kind of like they night and day. So granted, I didn't get a chance to live with my father, but he has taught me so much. And now that I'm older, of course I haven't lived with him, but our communication and our relationship is so much better. I think that it was just, it was kind of strained when I was younger because I didn't live with him. So here it is, you have a parent who's trying to raise a child that they only really get to see twice a month. That's kind of hard, you know. So I feel, you know, fortunate for people who get to see their parents every day. Or I love to see when parents are together, you know. I love to see that, because now thinking back on it, you think that's a lot. Well, I get to see her at least twice a month. That's not a lot, y'all. He missed out on, and I missed out on spending time with him. He missed out on spending time with me. Like I said, I was with my stepdad every single day, and I with my dad 2 weekends out the month. 6 days, basically. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, if you want to count Friday. That's not a lot. So, And it came to a point where it was kind of a rift in our relationship, and I had stopped going over my dad's house, I think for a couple of years. Thinking back on that now, like, oh, he missed out on so much, and I missed out on so much. Like, that's years that I wish I could get back. I never will be able to get those years back, you know. So, like I said, I feel like my dad and my stepdad are basically like night and day. Love both of them to death. But living with my dad or living with my stepdad, like I said, I lived with him every single day. He's been in my life since I was 5 years old. I just turned 24. And living with him, so let me see what I learned from my stepdad. My stepdad is from, I told y'all I'm from Cleveland, okay? My stepdad is from East Cleveland. My dad is from the same area. My dad is from Cleveland too, but my dad is not street. My stepdad's street, okay? So, and I'm not saying that in a bad day, like he'll kill you or nothing like that. I mean, I don't know, you may not want to try him, but he's street. So my stepdad taught me street smarts. My stepdad used to have this saying, you do the pimping, you don't get pimped. And what he meant by that was, so growing up, and mind you, I wasn't just out there dating and stuff like that, a bunch of different boys, but he'd say, you do the pimping, you don't get pimped. And that means you don't let no boy play you, okay? You do the pimping. You let them know what it's gonna be. You don't let them tell you what it's gonna be. You let them know what it's gonna be. So, you know, I got my street smarts from him. You know, when it comes to guys, he just, no, you don't let no guy just do you no type of way. I kind of didn't get a chance to talk to my dad about guys. My dad didn't get to tell me about guys and how they should treat me and stuff like that. You know, as I was older, and by that time I had a boyfriend, so it was too late. But just, you know, growing up with my stepdad, that was his saying, and he still say that to this day. It's so funny. He said, you know, now he's saying it to, you know, my little sister, but you do the pimping, you don't get pimped. And it just means you don't let no guy tell you how he gonna treat you and what he gonna do to you. You lay down the ground rules, because you should be treated like a queen in the right way, you know. So that's one thing. And don't get me wrong, my stepdad is smart too, but I got my street smarts from my stepdad. You know, he taught me how to run a little game, you know what I'm saying, okay? So then my dad, on this hand, my dad is smart when it comes to finances and negotiating. I think I got both of those from him. I'm doing a lot better now with finances. When you young, you don't be caring about saving no damn money. But I'm doing better now, and I thank my dad for that. My husband too. My husband is really good with finances, but my dad don't play when it comes to saving, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if my daddy was a millionaire, but he just around here pretending, you know, because he saved, okay? He saved. So, finances and negotiating. And when I say negotiating, it ain't no way for me to explain this for y'all to understand. So I'm gonna just give you a little scenario. I wanted a new car. My car that I'm driving now is a 2012. I got it in 2013. The deal that I got on that car and the everything about that whole situation, my dad did all of that over the phone. My dad got me that car, and all I had to do, and I've never purchased a car before in my life. My husband just had came back from deployment. My dad set the deal up so slick that all I had to do was go to the dealership, give him my old car. I got a check for my old car and got the keys to that one. All I had to do was sign on the line. Like, when I say negotiating, y'all don't even know. Like, to be perfectly honest, that shit is a gift for real. Like, my dad, I think he be sleeping on his skills. I mean, he know, but I don't think he know. Like, y'all, my dad know how to get a quarter out of a penny. Like, and you be stuck. Like, how the fuck, how did you even do, how you save this much money? And I learned that. And I'm so thankful. Like, my dad taught me that. To this day, I still will ask him about stuff. Dad, what you think about this? They saying such and such. Oh, hell no, they bullshitting you. No, you need to do such and such. When I say that shit is an art, it's an art. So my dad taught me finances and how to negotiate. So here I have two different men like I said, both in my life, one more so than the other because of, you know, the situation, but I learned so much from them. You know, I learned how to be treated as a woman, you know. And no, like I said, my dad didn't get a chance to talk to me about guys and stuff, but my dad treated me right. You know, I tease my husband now. My dad, when I go home, and my dad, see, I felt special for a minute, but now I don't feel special no more because he do it for all the ladies. So now I be knowing, see, I be peeping shit. But my dad opened the door for me. Every time. Y'all, we could be going to McDonald's, and I don't even eat McDonald's. That's the first thing I thought of. I ain't had McDonald's in 5 years. But we could be going to Walmart, and we got to run inside and get some toothpaste. My dad will come, or I get out the car, but when we going back to the car, my dad will open the door for me, wait till I get in and close the door. That just melts my little heart every time he do that. And like I say, I get on my husband because he don't open no damn door for me, but that's all right. We'll talk about, we're gonna get Anthony together another time. But anyways, so they both taught me, you know, how to be treated as a woman, as a lady, you know, how I should be treated, how I should be dealt with, and you know, just it was nice. It's nice. Piece of dust. It's nice having two father figures. Yes, I know one could be amazing, but it was nice having two, and it was nice having two good ones, because some people may have a shitty step parent, you know, and a great biological parent, or they may have a shitty biological parent and a great step parent. I know it's all type of scenarios that could play out. Or you may have somebody, poor baby, got a shitty biological parent and a shitty step parent, and now you just what you do. But I think parents are important, but especially having like father figures, they're important. They play a huge role in your life. Another thing that my biological dad taught me is the value of working. Like, when I say, don't get me wrong, my stepdad is a workaholic too, but they work in two different industries. When I say my father is a workaholic, he is a workaholic. Like, I have to call and check on him, just, you all right? You still alive? Because you always at work. Like, he might as well have a bed at his job the way he worked. But that taught me good work ethic. I've been working since I was 14, and I think that has something to do with it. Watching my dad work, my dad always trying to stay ahead, and he just a workaholic. That's just in him. And like I said, I had my first job when I was 14. So, and I think that's because I saw him, how he worked. But it took, now that I'm older, it took a little minute for me and my real dad. Me and my stepdad have had some falling outs, and me and my real dad have had some falling outs. But like I said, I wouldn't trade them for the world. I love both of them to death because they both have taught me things that sometimes you don't get taught. And sometimes, granted, don't get me wrong, y'all probably like, well, my mama could teach me the same thing. She probably can, but just certain stuff, it's nice to have a dad do. You know, it's nice to have a dad teach you how a man should treat you, you know, and be caring and loving. It's just nice to have a father figure, is it not? Is it not? Okay. So, yeah, I just really appreciate my dad, and I think that if you guys have a male father figure, and not only this, yes, I have two, you know, my dad and my stepdad, but I have uncles too. And they have also stepped in different type of ways and helped me, you know, figure situations out or whatever. So not only having two fathers, but having uncles, that plays a part too. So if you have the situation where you have a shitty dad and a shitty stepdad, then maybe you have an uncle that, you know, have stepped in and treated you, you know, made you feel like a daughter or whatever, or a son. But I just wanted to make a video about that and let you guys know that I think it is important to have father figures in your life. And if you don't have one, or if you are a father, if you don't have one, I hate that. I'm really sorry, because I feel like it is stuff that male figures, father figures teach you, that, you know, like me, I'm not a boy, but just like having a man teach you how to tie a tie. Yeah, a woman can teach you. It's just nice having a father figure, you know. And going back to, you know, having them teach you stuff and just show you stuff sometimes women, you know, may not show you or teach you the way that you want a man to show you and teach you and stuff like that. But it's just nice having them in my life. But anyone that doesn't have a father figure, like I said, I hate that. And maybe, like I said, you have an uncle or a big brother or something like that, and no, they're not your dad, but if they can step in and just, you know, put some type of impact on your life, I think that's amazing. I think that's nice. And then for those of you who are fathers, if I have any fathers out there watching, if you aren't in your children's life for whatever reason, I feel like it's no excuse. And you are going to look up and your kids are going to be grown. And you're going to be like, damn, I missed out. So don't miss out. I don't think that my dad feels that way either. Let me just say that. Even though I didn't spend as much time with him as I got to with my stepdad, I don't think he feels like, damn, I missed out. Because you know what? He says now, and we were just talking about this the other day, now, even though I'm grown, I still call my dad and my mother and get advice from them about situations. Dad, what you think about this? What you think about that? I still call to him and vent to him. He's here now. So it's not like he was gone and running the streets and Papa was a Rolling Stone. It wasn't that. My dad, back to that workaholic, my dad has been like that since I was a kid. So you know what? Part of the time that I couldn't see him, it was because he was at work. Yes, do he wish he could change some things? Absolutely. But I wouldn't trade it for the world, because look at where we are now. Like, I try to talk to him as much as I can, and like I said, I love him to death. So it's nice to be able to have a father figure to talk to about stuff, you know. So if you guys, like I said, if you are fathers, if I have any fathers watching, you need to do better. If you're not doing better, if you don't see your kids but once every 2 months and shit like that, do better. But for any other ladies, do you agree with me? Do you enjoy having a father figure? Like, I feel like that's just nice. Why are they important? Why are father figures important to you? Leave a comment down below and let me know. But I feel like they're important. They teach you just so much. Like I said, moms can teach you a lot too, but it's just sometimes stuff is better being learned or taught from, you know, your dad or whatever. So love you, Daddy. Love you, Mo. They know who they are. All right. So I had to look at my notes. I got my song. It's time to get into the song of the day and the movie of the day. Okay, the song is, and I had stopped liking him for a minute because he was too much. But I like him now a little bit. So the song is Fade by Kanye West off of the Life of Pablo album. And I'm just now listening to this album because I didn't want to hear it, because I just wasn't feeling him. So I'm just now listening to it. So if you like me and you was just like, go ahead and listen to it. I like Fade. It's really good. It's a good song. And the movie for today is going to be Ant-Man. I did go and see Ant-Man in the movies, and I just recently watched it. I think it's on Stars now, or HBO, one of those channels we have. So I saw it. Excuse me. I saw it on Stars. I rewatched it. It's funny. It's good. I like action movies, and I think I love everything Marvel. Marvel is just good. They make some good shit. So I think that was good because it was funny. It had action, you know, and yeah, it was good. So Ant-Man, if you haven't seen Ant-Man, go see that and listen to Fade if you haven't listened to it by Kanye. But I know this video is kind of like me just talking, but I like to talk, so whatever. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. But leave a comment down below and let me know, you know, are you a father, or how do you enjoy having your father figure, you know, or a father figure in your life? Do you feel like you would feel different without one? You know, let me know how you feel about that, and let me know if you like the video, and leave a comment. Like I said, like it, subscribe, and I think that's it, y'all. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.